Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does. The perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Liverpool with the corner. They're first. Right card! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And it's Drogba. That's destined for the flank. Yaya Toure. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Oh, good effort! And again! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Dembele at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Como are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ronaldinho, and he's managed to get free. And the shot! Alexander-Arnold goes back to front. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Yaya Toure. And this is Drogba. Nedved promptly onto that, and that is that. Now, can they get him away? Looking to play him in. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Mbappe! He's found the way through! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Drogba. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's a nicely shaped ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Mbappe. And here's Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Ronaldinho. Time and again they are repelled. Robertson. Looking for options for movement. Yaya Toure. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's Drogba! There was plenty of power on that. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Neymar, he has found a way through. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Drogba. Cross to the back post, he's rising! Nicely aimed pass. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nedved. Good chance here! Dembele finding himself in space. Bellingham, distributed tidily. There's the delivery, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Yaya Toure. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. He's a sharp little ball here. Nedved. It's a throw-in. Ronaldinho. Oh, played right into his path. Now that's well seen too. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This possibly the last play of the half. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Liverpool just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Liverpool leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half. Liverpool leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Yaya Toure. Can he finish? It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
I'm not sure whether that was anticipation or communication, Peter, but he made it look like a dawdle.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Signore e signori, preparate i biglietti. È ora di annunciare i vincitori dell'estrazione di oggi.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. They're up and running then. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
Knocks it into space. Bebeto! It's a lovely, neat pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Toure wants to run onto this. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Mbappe. Rice. Rashford receives it in a wide position. And Bebeto! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bebeto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Rice has the space to scheme, and it's Neymar. Oh, it's Bebeto. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep, and the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Yaya Toure. Strong running down that left flank. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Tries to play it through. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. Cannavaro, that's going right the way across. Bellingham, he's a sharp little ball here. Liverpool are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. It's Bebeto, and he's worked it through. Bebeto. Bellingham. Now it's Drogba. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Mbappe. Bebeto bops him off it and wins back the ball. Aims beyond the defence. He's onside, and he's running through. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's a little off target. Bebeto shifted it to the flank. And it's Neymar. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Borussia Dortmund!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
He leaps for it! And it's come back out to him. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Neymar. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And it's Maldini. Balde. Spread it left. Balde.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Mbappe. Yaya Toure. And he is deftly away. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. And it's Rashford. Now it's Drogba. Baresi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now that looks a decent ball. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Good read, needed to be. Now it's Rashford. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Liverpool unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we get things going again.
Liverpool can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That's Bebeto. Balde. Looking to play him in. So no flag here. He's found a way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Koundé. Maldini.
Borussia Dortmund have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Alexander-Arnold is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Great chance! And no mistake. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is...
Oh, good effort! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Impressive jump! And it's hoisted clear. Some resolute defending there. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard. And this is Raul. Now then, the ball's come loose. Yaya Toure. Now it's Drogba. And it's Bellingham. Plays it through. Mbappe gets into a good position. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Gerrard. Yaya Toure, good take. Chance! Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top draw. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Number 8, Bellingham.
Liverpool cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Drogba. Balde cuts it out.
Liverpool may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Rijkaard tries to pass it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Now it's Drogba. And here's Raul. Great vision. Hazard. And it's Messi. Gerrard. And here's Raul. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Borussia Dortmund clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Bellingham going face-to-face with his great rival. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Towering header! Harmlessly behind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Alexander-Arnold is there, and he can pick it up. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Oh, nicely intercepted. That'll be a throw. Rijkaard. Now it's Bebeto. Oh, that was vital.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rijkaard. Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Raul. Now, can they get him away? He's had a shot! And there's a goal! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
3 minutes at a time.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Dembele, and he cuts out the supply. Takes on his marker. And time is up. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Just a quick reminder today.
How would you
please
sum up what
refrain
we've written? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Well, there is the steely focus of the man many would readily vote as the world's greatest. It was January 2018 that Virgil van Dijk first wore the famous red shirt. So I wonder, Jim, does he still rank as number one?
I would say so, Peter. In fact, the title-winning season of 2024-2025 was statistically one of his better seasons, having been one of the club's most consistent performers. Only missed one league game, this at a time when you think age and injuries are going to start slowing him down.
And that consistency is, amongst many other things, what makes him the man he is.
Absolutely.
Bellingham. Looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. Dembele. Great ball, and he's in here. He's gone for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Rijkaard does well to get it back. Couldn't squeeze it through. Showing great feet there. He's dealt with that really well. Shoot! No, just not quite.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Ball is over the line. Now, can they get him away? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Liverpool clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Liverpool still without a single shot on target. He's picked his way through. And he cuts out the supply. That's a lovely, neat pass. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And he's quick to return it. Somewhat off target. And here's Bellingham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Thuram is there, and he can get that clear. Now that's well seen too. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
Bellingham looking for options for movement. And it's been hooked away. Beckham wins the duel this time. 30 minutes gone. Eto'o is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Dembele, he has found the way through. Dembele! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Makaleli is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And this is Van Basten. Takes a shot! He's scored! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, that's fabulous. Played in by... He leaps for it! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it a shot, surely! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So they have it all to do. Shot a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Dembele. Dembele making good progress on the right-hand side. Aimed beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, well measured. Oh, that's well spotted. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Take this opportunity to pay
Reflections on the first half?
Liverpool really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So once again, we're underway. Ball's gone out of play. Looking for the run. He's in a great position here. And the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Goes for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Rancagua are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Robertson. And this is Yaya Touré. Touré was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Floated through. He's cut it out. Van der Sar gets it clear. Beckham to take it as usual. And now they can spring out of defence. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, there's a probing ball. Mbappe! Dembele. Beckham. Oh, it's Dembele. It's Van Basten! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Excellent challenge there. Dembele! Oh, split-second reaction.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So their fourth corner of the game. And he was alert to it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Look where it came from. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, he's goal side. He's in! It's Drogba! And it's in! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Liverpool cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
They're up to 5 corners now. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Rancagua clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Rancagua surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's had a shot! And there's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 15.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
I think there's been a greater menace to...
And the shot!
Coming on the field.
Another one of football's and how moments.
Van Basten has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Substitution in progress.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Van Basten. He's got away. Cross from Rob. Getting up there! And that's in! And the comeback is complete! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Van Basten! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Yamal. It's a pretty loose pass. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
6 added minutes
Time.
has been
Excellent
indicated.
interception. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Robertson. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Yaya Toure, but it's played in here. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Rashford is in a really good position out wide. Xavi. Beckham. Oh, super find. Van Basten. And that is expertly dealt with. That's that, the end. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
Just
So
a
a
quick
game of
announcement.
thrills. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent.
Getting up there! He will be livid with himself. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. That's going wide left. Knocks it into space. And it's Yaya Toure. And Yaya Toure! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yaya Toure actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Kagawa. Messi. Mbappe. And it's Robertson. Robertson. Ball in towards the middle. Oh, good climb! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, that's well spotted. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's played... Oh, good effort! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Liverpool really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Bellingham. Messi. For Kagawa. Now it's Mbappe. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
What a save from Van der Sar!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
O'Reilly! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And it's Robertson. He's a sharp little ball here. O'Reilly is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Robertson. Looking to play him in. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Celtic have the chance to go the other way. Pinches it off him. And here's Mbappe. Out towards the flank. Takes a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it's Messi. Passes short and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And he is dashing away. Decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Drogba is the team's great visionary.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And Yaya Toure! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Yaya Toure. And he's been shifted off it. Alaba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's made its way to him. And this is Kagawa. That is a great pick out. Now he's off and running. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Bellingham. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. It's a promising position. He's rising! Harmlessly behind.
Liverpool really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Mecha. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Mbappe. Yaya Toure. Looking for the run.
There will be
That's
1 minute
Dembele.
added time.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, good-looking ball. The referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Today's match day programs
The
are
midway
available
point of the
from stands
game.
located
Well, it was
by the
great
gate.
to see them try
I'm sure
to
they will
turn
make
their
fine
possession and
souvenirs.
chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So off we go again.
Liverpool clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to...
Drogba! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Kagawa. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Drogba. Aims beyond the defence.
Celtic definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And here's Mbappe. Threads one in. Cross from Robertson.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Celtic appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Kagawa. That's destined for the flank. Goal is still. Either side really getting onto the front foot. Now, can they get him away? Dembele. Out for a throw. Nemecha. Just eases him off the ball. Yaya Toure. And here's Drogba. Driving on and making good progress. Stood up well to him there. Liverpool have their second corner now. Marazaki breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Celtic are looking to go forward now. Shot a goal! Mbappe is magnificent! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 10.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Liverpool have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Shevchenko on the pass, just keeps it ticking over. And Shevchenko! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Nemecha. Liverpool do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Not the most accurate pass.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry.
O'Reilly! Lacking in accuracy.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Liverpool have it back and can go again. Oh, it's Van Basten.
Liverpool clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Van Basten, it's Van Basten! Oh, and that should have been 2.
Van Basten really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Shapes to shoot! And he's stuck it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off.
Honda! And that's a good finish. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Celtic really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
It's going across goal. Crossed in once more. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And it's Yaya Toure. The ball has bounced loose now. Nice sequence of passes this. Always... And a chance! And it's in! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And there goes the final whistle. Liverpool are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief
For everyone that watched, thank you. This is me out. It was not a bad session, just evening. For everyone that watched, thank you.